Good evening, good evening. Sound check, sound check. Sound check, guys. Can you hear me? Molibi yabuti, mokala buti, mutostrangi, mwachoma bwanji. Sound check, guys. Share, share, share. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes. Can you hear me? Thumbs up if you can hear me. Thumbs up, guys. Thumbs up if you can hear me. Comments below. Chiteni share, chiteni share. Comments below, guys. Loud and clear. Excellent. Mulishani ba Shabi Mlenga. Nelly Piri, good to see you. Kelvin Siwale. Mulishani ba Kelvin. Yes. Chiten share, guys. Let's share. Invite people. Today's topic is about tribalism. Tribalism. I posted something and we have over like almost 200 comments. And what I posted is, why are Tongas boasting to say it is our time? Why? Why are Tongas boasting? It is our time. I'm going to look at the comments. I'll respond to some comments. And I just want to say how I feel about this whole, this whole thing about the tribalism, why Tongas are boasting it is their time. This is what we are going to talk about today, because it took all of Zambians to put HH in plot 1. All of us Zambians came together to put HH in plot 1. But since the HH ascended to power, it has become norm for Tongas to be boasting, it is our time, it is our time, I am tired of hearing it, I thought this thing had died down, but it's getting worse. This thing of Tongas boasting, it is our time, I thought it had died down, but it is getting worse. In the offices, especially in civil service, it is reported that Tongas boast everywhere to say it is their time. Many people, I have received reports to say Tongas are boasting in the offices, it is their time, especially in ZESCO. We have heard that in ZESCO, a lot of people from other regions were fired, and a lot of Tongas and people from the Zambezi tribes have been employed in key and strategic positions since the New Dawn ascended to power. And these people, especially the Tongas, vali nina pachulu. Nokula yumfu amatonga mulanihwa ati nishindijenu. Jindijenu jasiga, so you are boasting, Mulanihwa mulili wide no batonga jindijenu. So I am here to talk about this, because Zambia, it is 20 million people in Zambia, and the Tonga population is only 1.5 million. And the Tonga population is not the only people who voted for HH to put HH in power. All Zambians united and voted the HH to be the president of Zambia. So me, I want to talk about why these Tonga people, it is our time. What do you mean it is your time? What do you mean it is your time? What do you mean it is your time? Because it is the time for HH. Yes. HH can be proud, and his family and his friends HH, his family and his friends can be proud to say, yes, we have our son of the soil in HH to be president. Yes, it is allowed to brag when you achieve the highest office of the land. And it is allowed for all of us who voted and campaigned for HH to brag, to say, yes, what we campaigned for happened. Our man HH is in office. Yes, even me, believe you me, I am happy. I am happy that I was a force behind campaigning for HH and removing ECL. I am happy, yes. Believe you me, I am happy. Eh? And I celebrated when HH was put in office. I actually flew. I came to Zambia. I was there in Heroes to celebrate the ascension of power of HH to plot 1. We are all happy as Zambians and people who campaigned to remove the ECL regime because it was bad. We need a change. But now, after once team effort, all Zambians came together and put HH in office. Mwamona, ama Zambian wonse, because the Tonga vote, you have failed the Tongas. Even if kudundu mwezi mwale kwata mashani, opposition is 0, the Tonga vote is not enough to land HH into plot 1. It took the whole Zambia to give HH the presidency. Now, the disappointing thing is ever since HH has been in office, every Tonga, onse mutonga, o Pemba, o Mapanza, o Wengwa, o Mapangaya, onse mutonga, hey, it is our time. Eh? So now you Tongas who are bragging to say it is your time, simply because HH, who is a Tonga, is in office, you are taking your bragging in your working places and making other people feel inferior. Because the HH is Tonga and you are Tonga, you are bragging day and night. Muma office. You are appointing each other on tribal grounds, on regional grounds. We are here. I'm here to condemn it. I am here to condemn this tribal boasting. Every Tonga, it is our time. It is not your time. It is time for Zambia. And it is time for HH. Just because you are Tonga, you should be bragging. I was reading all the comments there and I was responding. And I want to talk about it because people have been telling me I've been ignoring it. But it is worse. We are told even key positions, they are appointing each other. They are giving priority, appointing people from the Zambezi tribes. Southern, Western, and Northwestern are getting priority in appointments. Kabioko fumapa page yandi. Ngwano wita page yangu. Iwega Harold Gasongo. Nda wita page yangu. Gozwa page yangu. Please don't disturb me ama comment abu yanga. So awamanga ni tuambaguti. When all Zambian came together to say, we need to remove ECL. There was nothing like, hey, Tongas need to come and vote to remove ECL. It was all Zambian. Now that HH is in office, you Tongas, you are like, hey, it is our time. It is not your time. It is a time for all Zambians to enjoy the president of HH. And the president must come out and condemn this. President, Dr. HH, you must condemn this tribalism that is taking root among your tribesmen. Boasting, it is their time. It is a time of HH. He's a president. He should be celebrated. But you Tonga people, mulelu fianya. Aba Tonga fyo mule chita kuma nchito, every anakuma church konse, it is our time. Simply because your tribesman is a Tonga. No. It is not the Tonga vote that put HH in office. Yeah. It is not the Tonga vote that put HH in office. So you Tongas, stop what you are doing. It is your time. It is not time for Tongas. It is all time for Zambians. It is a time for Zambians because all Zambians came together and voted for HH. So you are the reason why you will make HH to lose power in 26. Be civilized. Eh? Be civilized. It is our time. What do you mean it is our time? It's our time. We all HH and is a president for Zambia. Kuma City Council, problem in the city councils, there is a problem because all key positions, they are giving themselves key positions, these people from the Zambezi tribes. And they are hiring each other, hiring people from from certain regions. We say no to that. And I would like the president, Dr. Hakainde, to come out in the open and condemn this tribalism that is taking root and preach one Zambia, one nation before they plunge this country in chaos. We have already seen why people are crying ethnic cleansing. Why are people crying ethnic cleansing? Because they are feeling it. They are feeling there is discrimination. Yes, Sylvester, thank you. It is HH's time. He is a president for all Zambians and not for one tribe. Thank you. Ingani kuzesko kwa tawa balanda tene chitonga. Kuzesko atimu office by the wamba chitonga. It should stop. There is a reason why Zambia, why the UNIP government, implemented English as the official language to be inclusive, so that no one tribe feels discriminated or feels less important than the other. Some of you are saying that, oh, PF, you are arguing to say, what was PF doing? We cannot use it. That's why PF, they are no longer in government. PF are no longer in government because people were tired of the nonsense. People were tired of the nonsense. Yes. We are supposed to do better. But Tonga, you are a small tribe. You are 1.3 million people. In Zambians are Tonga. They are less than 15%. Very few population. You are in Zambia. The dynamics of the tribes are like this. Bemba is the biggest tribe. I think 21. The next is Tonga. So even Bemba themselves, they can never rule a country by themselves. The Bemba, because they don't amount to 50% of the population. Tongas also, they are less than 15%. 1.3 million Tongas. Eligible voters may be less than 1 million. 500, 600 voters among the Tongas. So the Tonga cannot put HH into plot 1 by themselves. That's why they failed all these years. They were failing. UPND was in opposition for how many years? But they were getting 100% vote in Southern. But until they changed the vibe in 2021 to include all Zambians, that's when they managed to land plot 1. So now that they are in plot 1, why are they doing all this? It is our time. It is not your time. It is a time for HH. I don't care. You have to hear the truth. The fact is a fact. You will plunge this country into chaos and the walls have ears. Whatever you are doing, it shall come to light. We will know about it and we'll talk about it. Yes. Yes. People are using a benchmark, a PF as a benchmark. PF is gone. They had these same problems. That's why they were booted out. Let's be civilized. Let us look at progress. Let us look at the good things that this government is doing and the bad things. Right now, there's a scandal breaking. There's a scandal breaking here, Sedulite, where God has blessed us. God has blessed Zambia with a new mineral to take Zambians out of poverty. But no, mulefa mulie sujilite mweka. Kopa maini badishtisha, but let's have to pera sujilite. And you are cheering. Me, I'm telling you, this is a patriotic page. Lekeni lumbani madoda. Gamu hilega ya gulumbanya ya uyanga wa page gamu hisia basa. Because ya terera. Because let's say PF bounce back in power. Wutina PF ye wina mu 2026. How do you think your lives will be? You just think for a minute. You Tonga people, think about what you are doing, the seed you are sowing. You Tonga people, with your boasting to say it is your time. Think for a moment, you Tonga people, think for a moment if PF bounces back. Because the whole Zambia is watching. There are other 73 tribes who are being offended by your words, Tonga. You are not only offending the Bemba people, you are also offending the 73, 74 tribes who you will need to vote who you will need to vote HH back. And I am telling you, if you don't change, you are the reason why HH is going to lose power. 2026, because your words are change. You use people to get the votes, and now instead of preaching unity, you Tonga Zimulaniwa. Anytime is. It's a time for HH and all Zambians. HH is a president for all Zambians. Even if we disagree on his methods of ruling the country, we respect him. He's our president. Now, in your Nova Tonga, Mubika Sota Jironda. You Tonga, Mubika Sota Jironda. Zambians are already suffering. The high poverty levels, all the scandals that are happening, Zambians are suffering. But Bantu bari pengede. So now, Bantu ya never penga, you mubole amalabali ati it is our time. So do you think the 73 tribes in Zambia will vote HH back to office when you Tonga Mulali what it is your time? And the HH is silent about it. It's about time, our Dr. HH come and talk against tribalism. It is time, yes. I'm calling out the president to come and speak one Zambia, one nation. Yes. Let President HH come out and preach one Zambia, one nation. I have never heard him. One Zambia, one nation. This is the time for HH to come out and start preaching a message of love and also reinforce the use of English in all workplaces and the tolerance of all different tribes and nationalities that we have in Zambia. They have to reinforce the code of conduct in the workplaces so there's no harassment and the people violating of people's rights in our office. Hostile work environment is the word I'm looking for. Mulima hostile work environment being perpetuated by these people who are busy saying it is their time. You are hostile and you better stop it. We are here, we'll be talking about it. There is a hostile workplaces, in most of these GRZ places, civil service, whatever, key positions have been key positions have been filled with people from these Tongas who are celebrating it is their time. You know what, it is your time, but if HH, our president, does not come out and condemn this, he will be a one-term, because there are 72 other tribes who are not happy about your bragging. It is your time, it is your time, it is the time for all Zambians. Yes. It is a time for all Zambians. You Mwemwela Tonga, know your place. Know your place. Know your place, Nova Tonga. Know your place. Kuzesco especially mupehabantu. Of all the economic problems that we are having, now we should have, you know, tribal and regional problems. We should have tribal and regional problems, you know. Guri wa sala timebo ndianda kuyarwa mulamba olo mulenje. Guri wa sala muyobo kuyarwa. Guri wa sala muyobo. Guri wa sala timebo ndianda kuyarwa mundi kachokwe olo namu nani mungoni olo mubisa. Guri wa sala muyobo. Be civilized muri denyo nyomatonga mulani mwa. Party UPNB one mulari mwa kutegwa muri yide. But you are behaving so uncivilized. Kamush. Stupid ngonyoho wagu yala oma uzwa page yangu. Wewe watu ile nyo tugire ndi meurindi. Uyanga. Ubola no page ache unditugire dahi. Tuamba masipa wache tuamba. Obuyanga bwamba ye ndi mutonga. It is our time mbuyanga, because Watonga tiba hotela HH balike. It took a combined effort. The whole country came together to put HH in office. So now, yes, as a tribe, you Tongas, as a tribe, and demanding Mutonga, half Tonga, I can celebrate Kutia. We have a Tonga president. But that does not warrant me no wunka gutora that celebration of woman chito, creating a hostile work environment at workplaces just because you're a Tonga. You also become a mini president. Malavish. Marabish. It's rubbish, guys. Very uncivilized. Very, very. Hi, Rebecca. Good to see you. It's the camera. You know, sometimes camera ila chinje chinso. All of us and the benda me. So what? Chop karipa. We need the president to come out and start preaching one Zambia, one nation in our country before they plunge this country in chaos. It's not UPND forever. Yes, UPND forever, but we don't want you to start thinking the Tongas are the only one who voted for HH. Because for 15 years, you failed to put HH in office. 15, 20 years, you Tongas, you failed to put HH in office with your own vote. You failed. It took every Zambian from every tribe to vote and put HH in office. So number HH is sitting on the throne. Nyola Tonga Mosamwa. Hey, it is our time. Nonsense. Get me right. It's some bullshit. Excuse my French. I'm trying to add people, but it's not letting me. So I'll pin a phone number you can call in and pass your comments. It's not letting me add people. I don't know why. We'll be here, we'll be talking, we'll be here, we'll be talking. Allah. Muteke Zambian infine, we'll change Shwashan. We'll change Shmulelila Bantu Masukupamitwe. Everywhere we go, anything we say, this new whatever, they always have a stupid answer. Some smart mouth answer. These people are new dummy. They have a smart mouth answer for everything. You have to counter it. Go, when I posted that comment today, go and see the comments there. Smart mouth answer. Eh? They are ready to fire some stupid answer. And always referring to PF. PF is choir. Why do you think Zambians put your PF choir? Because we are ngambo munyobu. Eh? That's why you are going choir and you are going to be on the same group of PF because Zambia. You are creating a hostile environment and validating it because PF did that to you. So if PF did that to you, why can't you make Zambia a better place? We want Zambia to be a better place. Don't take Zambia to stone age practices of politics. We say no to that. We need to move forward. This is 2023. Civilization, acceptance, and tolerance of all people in the country. Iweka Bruce Ward, Yaufumena page and with a fake name. What are you doing on my page? We need, if the president is saying one Zambia, one nation, let him emphasize it, let him be singing it every day. If the president is saying that one Zambia, one nation, we want him to be singing it and kill this, hostile environments everywhere where the Tongas, Bamena Mapepe, Matonga won't say no Mena Mapepe, Mapindo, Manimena Mapipa, Bameli Lady Fufa, Mafufa and Jikini myself. Why go to Amina Tonga please. Your time, it's your time, but you know what? You are going to cost the president's presidency because of your stupid mouths. And their problem, this is the same praise singer. When you expose the problem, they turn around. They have smart answers, smart mouth. My praise singer. To my praise singer, they have an answer to everything. In West Southern province, in the way the Wujita behave, Gamuhirega, Yanga Hemujita. Gamuhirega, a president is a president for all Zambians. Ma Zambian wants to be a muhotera. So Gamulega Kudiwa, Chemuni, what it is, Jose Kudiwa. It is our time. It is a time for all Zambians. But Rebecca Katwishi Foni Rekana, I don't know what they have done. They are I can't add people. Let me see if I can add you. I can't find you. Oh my God. Send a request. Rebecca, send the request. Send the request. If the president is saying one Zambia, one nation, he needs to say it more. He needs to be singing it every day and night. And stop this hostile work environment, Muma office. Mulali Wadionse, it is your time, it is your time. Do you know what hotel HH Moliki? For 20 years, yali umyadi la kubika HH mu office. Until Zambia yonse aswanga na Ntongwe to say, let us change this CPF. You know, no, bamlefa muchenjere abantu mishapo yamina, mishapo yamina banyu don mwa ishapo kisafa chwareki. Hey, it is our time. Kiwanga mutwere. Mutwere wanga ngo. Bruce, I think you are number one. You are the only woman in the king of Bruce. Just why you say? Not what you say.
Hi, for me.
Hey,
how are you?
I'm going to see you.
Yeah, after a long while.
Yes, go ahead, Nana. Okay, she has dropped. Kabrusi Wadiaka is a hater number one. Kabrus Nachka Karipachak Shikita Kabrus. Imbia Mushtabaya Sukira Chicha Karipashan Kabrus. Nuevo Ka hater number one. And you are always threatening me. When I just posted on my page, and I saw Lembati, I said something that, you know, when I just posted that thing, my baby, UPN, you'll be arrested. What penal code is it there in the laws of Zambia, which says someone will be arrested for calling out the truth? For mentioning Tonga, Tonga, Tonga to be arrested. For saying Tonga will be arrested, where is it in the penal code? Where is it written in the penal code to say if I mention Tonga, I've committed a crime? And someone was saying, hey, I'm a new advocate. So what? I'm an advocate. At the same time, I have a right as a human being to have a political affiliation. Right now, I haven't decided which party to join. But sometimes I come live as a political advocate like today. This topic is about human rights and violation and discrimination of people. When you are violating people and discriminating people and harassing people. Vakalenga, the floor is yours. Go ahead.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
So, Magala. It started from 20.
I want to tell you that. People come crying to me. I know people come to me with their problems.
You know, it started in 2001. You know, there was that euphoria feeling when the results started coming for Mazoka. I have someone who confessed he was in one of the ministries where his junior, when they started announcing the results, his junior went in the office. You are no longer my boss now. You will see. And now when things overturned and it was announced that he lost the results, the man became so, okay, let's pick up the call.
Hello, you are on speaker, sir.
Yes, good evening. Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, I'm following your live program, and what I can safely say is that what you're saying, those are real issues. As things stand, Zambia is disunited because of the Tongas, because the right become Tonga. But what I've come to learn from the time the new John government came into power most of the Tongas, uncivilized Tongas, I should put them uncivilized. Yes, they reach a point where they think that they will now own Zambia. And the most unfortunate fact is that even within the Tonga tribe itself, there is a division. There are those Tongas who come from the valley and the Tongas from the plateau. Those the group Gwengwa, those are from the plateau. They consider themselves to be the superiors, while those from the valley they are considered to be the local. You understand? Then, even when you get the way they've treated the roses, because UPN couldn't have won an election with the Tonga vote only. All Zambians voted for UPN, but unfortunately, what is happening is that the Tongas now, some Tongas, they have evaluated themselves to be so superior. You understand? Which is very much unfortunate. And it's unfortunate that even the president himself and his team, they've turned their blind eye towards the happening. Yes, they may think that all is well, but people are being treated simply because they come from some different regions, you see, which is not right. I'm Tonga. It pains me when I see how my fellow Tongas are behaving towards these people from other regions. Because one day, myself out to a region where I don't belong to, if I'm to be treated the way our colleagues are treating others, how will it feel? Those are the things they normally forget. So, otherwise, I called to just give a contribution, because the moment I comment on Facebook, I'll be shocked with a lot of insults. I don't know if
but it's just safer for you. If you want to comment, just call. It's safer because
I don't know if they've got a university in Konga way. I don't know. And some insults, I even wonder if the devil knows those insults, because I don't know. You know,
My brother, good evening.
To call you at least to give a contribution. And
if you can hold on before you hang up, my brother.
Find room for live calling program.
Hi. Can you block Ruth Wade?
No,
okay, thank you. Tolumba. We are running out of time. Yes, thank you.
Mama, I just want to respond to our brother, where he said the Jitana Wainkaguya Guri Matusi. You know, Gutimwana Ularubihamu Mumunzi Wabantu. The ones who be blamed are the parents. And for some of us who are not talking from the without, we have mingled and actually been with some of the UPND leadership, and we've heard their language. It's not even, it's not from without that these cadres are insulting. They learn from their leaders. And we've never seen anyone amongst their leaders, not even the president himself, has come strongly and condemned the abuses and cyber attacks that we have experienced since they assumed office. Has he ever come out to say, please tone down on your insults? Has anyone from the UPND come strongly and condemned? Unless I've missed it, but I've never heard any leader from the UPND castigating their singers, their Lumbani Madodas. It has become a norm, such that even now the leaders themselves are insulting. So how do you want the cadres to behave if the leaders themselves are insulting? I just want to go back.
So there's this person here who you are Southern Zambia. Tonga. You are the propagandists, you Tonga people. This person here at Southern Zambia wrote on his page At Ubuntu Forum is busy insulting Tongas on their live broadcast.
Tatutugiripe, we are just
you are the one who insults people. You Tongas, you have learned, you have a Bible of insults I've never heard my whole life. In your Nova Tonga. Rebecca, the floor is yours.
Yes, me, I just want to comment. Can you hear me?
Yeah, loud and clear, yes.
No, I'm saying I want just to comment. Tongas, before UPND formed government, they never used to brag the way they are bragging now. You know that me, I was locked up in cells. When I spoke about that list, which that, put the diplomats, there were only Tongas. When I spoke about that list, there were the Jack Wimbos, the Mali Teta, the what, even the president. There was the name of his, I don't know whether it was the cousin or son. I was reported to the police and they looked after me until they arrested me. So this thing of, tribalism in Zambia is not good, because we worked with Madam Mpumi there with a company which she registered. We are monitoring these elections. She had to pay us money. We were not paid money by the UPNG. But after they won the elections, they put us squire. And when we talk, they start sending police officers to arrest us, which is not good. Me, I'm Bemba. But I supported UPNG. Why are they sidelining the Bembas, the Tongas? There are only two tribes which are recognized, Tongas and Bembas. This thing should come to an end, because it's not going to build, and it will make UPNG lose the election in 2020. Come 2026, they will lose, because we are going to work with the opposition to bring them down. This is what we are going to do, because this is too much, It's not nice like this, intimidating people. When we talk, they send police officers to come and arrest us. It's not fair. Tongas, they've showed us that, they are not good people. So in 2026, we'll fight them. This is what we are going to do. We'll fight them until we remove them from the office. The way we did it to PF, PF, it was not like this. They were just brutal and, stealing. But UPNG, them is even worse. They were laughing at their friends that they are criminals. Even them, they are more criminals than others. ING.
Globetrotting.
And Kalenga, you can last comments. I have a meeting. I have to go. So you can comment and then we can go.
So quick, I've just come. Okay. I just want to comment on your headline actually itself. I haven't spoken about it. Just when the results were announced, this is 2021 I'm talking about. Just like HIV, if you are not affected, if you are not infected, you are affected. And what they should know is that we might not support UPND. We might support UPND, but we have relatives who are not supporting UPND. We have relatives who support UPND. So we see what is going on. I think there is so much division in the country than ever before. The earlier we looked at this problem, the better for us. I have one headmaster, I will not name him, who says he's even failing to control his juniors at school who are supporting UPND because they feel entitled. And him being not a Tonga even makes it so worse. So I think Mama Rebecca, can you mute your mic?
Sorry?
Your mic was on.
Oh, okay. Let me mute it.
Yeah. So I think we need to curb this disease before it actually goes to other areas of the body. I mean, before it goes to all parts of the country. This is a very serious topic. We may look at it from another angle to say, no, you want to bring down the Tongas or what. But here's the fact. Here's the fact. They are all over Facebook with fake names, fake accounts. For what? What is the purpose of hiding your identity? Myself, I've never changed my names. These are the names that are on my NRC. These are the names on Facebook, on Twitter, everywhere. But why should someone use a fake account, a pseudo? And, I think someone mentioned to say before the election, they were not heard of. Yes, that is true. They were not heard of. And it's not because they were hiding. They were not being hunted, for God's sake. Today, I'm proud. Tonga, Previously, when you talk to your fellow Tonga in Tonga, they will even hide. They will pretend as if they don't even understand the language. But now they are proud. They can even speak proudly, freely in the malls. You know, I mentioned before, I think there was a day that we had a discussion here to say, look, this inferiority and superiority complex thing, you know, the ones who are superior to us, they don't even recognize it. But the ones who are inferior, we are the ones who push the agenda so hard. I may give an example of the whites, the missionaries, when they were coming to Africa. They never asked for anyone to carry them on their backs, but we freely offered the service because we looked at ourselves to be so inferior. And this is one way why the Tongas are even changing their names to be Bemba, to be Nyanja, to be whoever they want to be, because they think of their tribe to be inferior, which is not true. How many names have the Bemba been called? How many names? Have you ever seen any Bemba getting upset to be called a thief? They just laugh at it. I don't even know, because if actually our brothers from the southern looked at themselves, you know, amongst the tribes in Zambia, I consider them the richest tribe actually. They know finance from A to Z, but they don't want to take that into perspective and consider it like a positive thing to them. If you go throughout the banks, you find that those who manage most of these banks are actually from Southern Province. The ones who funded this uprising, the independence fight, the ones who funded that, they are from Southern. These are the people who funded the whole process. But we want to look down on ourselves. It's not anyone who is bringing them down, but it's themselves who are bringing themselves down by thinking that they are inferior. Please, let's desist from thinking like that. I think I would love to end here before I go any further.
Rebecca, comments?
Bruce Walia is telling me that I should create my own page. Why am I saying that he should be removed? What is he doing on your page? If he doesn't want to be removed because he's commenting, he's trying to be intimidating you on your page. What is he doing here? I have the right to say remove him because the comments which is commenting there, they are intimidating people on this page. So why should he be saying, yeah, you Rebecca, create your own page? Why? Our Bruce na DK. lemba fe fintu if you londoleke behave yourself na damoloko fumini wasamukula atendeka abantu pa page yabo. Leave her. It's her page. She can say whatever she wants to say. Is that a problem to you? When I remember Bruce lekeni ifyo. Imwe katinga ni mwa Bruce habu aliyakaya. Leke kena yewe Bruce. Nishani. Why intimidating a woman? I'm
a praise singer, Rabbi Rebecca. Inchto yabo to intimidate women. That is their job. Threatening us with arrests. Muka tukaka kebonse ineba nopondishtina na jele. Shiti na jele. My dad, if you my dad was a freedom fighter. They fought alongside the KK. You know, so we're not gonna say panoa tiyo pumulo na kolwafio boale for enchito. No, we have a history. You have no idea who I am. My roots run all the way back to my dad being a freedom fighter alongside the KK.
But Bruce, leave the women talk. It's freedom of expression. Nishani Bruce. We saw that to Tinya Papa page.
I thought that I broke. I thought that I broke.
Bruce, Fuma page, Fuma po.
Was wow, I'm not sick.
Ulikapura iwe
Kayanga,
you are mad.
Naga kutansi mamunjori ga mugaye ukaleta malala ya page yangu. Gazwa mu otomunyo sima placing atwaya alwanyona twali mu madaipa. Twazwa mu madaipa yona tuwana Facebook.
Just ignore him.
My brother, welcome. The floor is yours.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
Rebecca, good evening.
Good evening.
Okay, I'm sure we've never met in person. I'm Mwaba Mumba, the one who stood, the one who contested mayoral candidate in UPND in Ndola district.
Oh, I think
yes.
Even me we've never met, but you just know me by my name, right?
Yeah,
I just know your voice.
Mapumulo, good evening.
Good evening.
I just want to comment on this issue of tribalism. You see, most of the times when we receive the head of state, mostly here in the Copper Belt, he actually preaches about peace, unity, and love, and talks about one Zambia, one nation. And as a person who knows the president, sometimes we used to interact with him, is always against tribalism. But icha isashupa abantu bakumiabo. Most of his people from southern province, they don't want to heed to his advice. They think they are more UPND than some of us from the northern. Okay? I just want to concur with what you said. UPND for the past 15 years, they failed to form government. Why? It's because people were thinking Tonga as a tribe. And when the entire country came together to vote for UPND, and UPND came into power. So this is a sign that they need to embrace everyone, that this country is one Zambia, one nation. Okay, so they need to respect each tribe of the 72 tribes that we have. So where you say that if somebody speaks Tonga or if somebody is from southern province, every more important than abantu bambi. So if our appeal to them, guys, na mwebweshe ni punch, mwisho kwa tichichalo, chabene Zambia bonze. Trend wombere pamo. echo mulemo ona ngani ba mayoba ba Rebecca bali apa. I think even on our forum I always speak about trend twika tanafe charo chesubo wonse because tulamona fimwe fichitika omuntu nga wakulwa pula rufyanya filesa wangu pa social media kwabo kusebanya chabana shani badinga maisa mono wa kulu bali kuumbi wa kumya wakulu bali kuumbi fyaka katimbili ashibali nyantirira so
let me cut you short just there. I just want to add something. Sorry to interrupt you. I think we've seen Mosquito, your youth chair.
Yes.
Your national youth chair, and our good brother and honorable, who is this one? The chairman for Lusaka. What is it? Obvious Mwali. They were named in the Sujilite scandals, and we've never heard what has happened. Please, maybe you being in the UPND, may you kindly highlight or maybe enlighten us on that. I'm sure you've seen posts on the social media where people are saying they haven't been taken into the police or courts because they are from this side, like you are mentioning. Could that be the reason why they haven't been questioned?
No, that's a very difficult one for me to answer, but the fact of the matter is because I remember one time former Vice President Howard Kunda, I think, talked about Liswaniso and the Honorable Obvious Mwali Teta being found in the issues of Amamainzi Yakumukoshi and so forth, whereby twadimona kwebatilia lyadikala tondolo, whereby bachaba nabalisana pabwe no I was called Vampera shares. So if I push under what capacity? Under the capacity of a national youth chairman or under your personal capacity? Because some of these gifts that these people receive, if you receive a gift, you are in a party position, we expect the entire party to benefit, not as an individual to benefit. Because I believe if he was just on himself, the Chinese weren't going to give him those shares. So he received the shares because he's a national chairman. So if he receives the shares because he's a national chairman, I think the shares has to be distributed to the entire party. That's what I believe in, because if you are to come previous regime, if I can take you backwards, if Lungu says he received donations from people when he was president, we expected him to declare the donations that he received. So
just there again a bit. Sorry, I'll be asking as we go. If I'm given in private as a donation and not in public, am I obliged to bring it to the public, or I can keep it as a secret still?
When you receive a donation in private and you are representing the nation, you're supposed to reveal it to the public, to say this is what I received from the people. Bali tupera kwefya musango so ate bantu baishiba nangu baisa mona pabaka change kadi konse abantu teti bakwipusha because nishwadira ndo kwatu walipokera kwechaso ile wapokera rekena abantu, let the entire public also benefit from what you receive. Unlike uresta represent abantu bakubika pachambazo ure bachita represent olo wapokerera ekintu yo wachita benefit on your own personal capacity. This is what is bringing ama problems muchilonga dino cheso.
So apart from I think I saw a 600,000, or is it 3 million? I'm not too sure, but it was given to our First Lady concerning her foundation, and the same these shares we've heard from Honorable Mwali Teta and the youth chair.
Kalenga, I think let us stick to the topic right now. The burning topic, Pania tribalism.
Sure.
Let's focus on this topic, because the previous caller said that even in a southern province, the Tongas themselves, they are fighting. The Tongas are fighting between the Tongas who are from the valley and the Tongas from the plateau. And the Tongas on the plateau feel they are superior than the Tongas in the valley. Mamona. So there is already fighting in Tonga land about superiority. And we are here to say, let us educate ourselves and move away from these superiority, inferiority complexes. Me, as a human rights advocate, I'm saying we believe in human rights where Zambia is a signatory to the United Nations Declaration of whatever, and we believe in equality. All human beings are born free, equal. Let us practice it. Mwarisambira mweba tonga na madokti muladi want mulide. Now, why don't you practice what you want? My degree and gawubika. Are they for decorations?
Okay, let's give the floor to Brother Mwaba to finish.
Yes, I want to. Let's talk about tribalism, and this is the thing.
That topic later.
Yeah. We'll continue another topic for Suji Light until this matter we put it to bed. Yeah, Suji Light. We'll be here and we'll be talking.
Please continue.
Yes, continue,
Mwaba. We are saying those in the Ruapula or northern area are more exposed than you can continue from there.
Okay, this is what I'm saying. You see, from the inception of when we got independence, Mwalasa Monokwat, even when our late president Michael Chilufya became president. Now, if we're back to northern region, we are more Zambians than the other tribes. Okay, when Mwanawasa was president, I went to Central Province. There were more Zambians than others. It is the same thing that has also happened when the President Hakainde Hichilema has become Republican president, where the Southerns want to feel like there are more Zambians than other tribes in Zambia. So into like Bapumulo has put it, I think to change it, because we've seen where the New Dawn government wants to change things. So wakateka ngabale fire, iwe church in one Zambia, one nation, we promote it. They can fiambe nokula moneka panchu kuba church in one Zambia, one nation. Epo baingisha bantu batatu, Lekena aba ku northern province na bena babengishe batatu. Aba ku eastern province na bena babengishe batatu. Aba ku northwestern province na bena babengishe batatu. But if it will just be one side, to Amonokobati, 70% of the people that are being employed, they are from southern province. People will never, not even people, will never even stop talking about it to say no. Tribalism is still in place.
But
so we want to see change.
Let me ask you to that effect.
Just take your notes. Take your notes and then at the end move. So just write your notes and then when you finish
Okay. Thank you so much.
Yes.
So what we want to see as Zambians, particularly as somebody from the northern region, what I want to see change whereby all of us, all the 72 tribes will be having an equal share to the national cake. Let me bring you backward so that you understand me. Honorable Mustumbeko Musokotwane, batiro kwebati nabakwata olupia olobarefu okupanga ama developments munchende chitatuisha alikereshiwe sana hapa ali southern province, northwestern province, hapa ali na western province. So ama MPs mu parliament bali mino kwebati nga mwaefya para kulwapula tapabefya hapo kumyesu ba mayo barabeka. There is nothing that we can boast about in Luapula province. So Luapula province is also one of the provinces here alikereshiwe na the previous regime. But ilio batataba bamirupi bayimine mu parliament batiro kwebati bena bakwete fyolupia olwa kwafulisha okutwala obuyanja kuri ama provinces balekereshiwe sana. So turefo kumona change nga ifwe bale support sana ba UPND uko turefo kumona change paba omulinganya bonsa abantu balasende pintu mukwakana opo filingiro okwakanikiwa. Just like what the president has done. You see, when he introduced CDF, I think what he did, he gave an equal share to all the 156 constituencies. That is the development that we want to see. Constituencies, despite the provinces, despite the different tribes. So, mukwangu fianya nangu mukulekeleshelo nshirapela bambi floor. If it because it is on record, even when you go into these government institutions in Amarokesha, mwalasasanga ti eyabanesu n'abakwatako kaapandi baliko pamulu n'amapositions yanti oba kweli. This is the reason why we're even talking about it, to say tribalism tuleimo n'okuchinja tulemula kwati mbamu abantu balemula kwati they are more superior than others. What we want to see a Zambia that will be fair to all the 72 tribes. Ngatuatira bako chipata. Let's not be focusing on what happened in the past. Yo babanesu bantu abanesu balingisha babemba bengi bali mu cabinet. Bantu abanesu balingisha bakuchipata bengi bali mu cabinet balekeresha bakuchipata. If was the new Don government, we want to change things. So let us change if into so that if into kimonekena the panshi. So this is what we are advocating, to say tribalism yata mpakade. Tribalism na ifore ntukurishe teka na ikufiare mnoko what we are more superior than others. Na benelelo they want to feel like they are more superior than other tribes. But you have to realize that since the president always is talking about no one Zambia, one nation, one people, they can feel mulinganya according to what is talking about. Effort for kumonaba mayoba pomono.
Na totela mkwai. So Kalenga, you can come in. So Mwabalanda, let the president practice what he preaches. Tatu the first ya malanda kanwa lip service CEO Rumanire Badala. Practice what you preach. Kalenga, the floor is yours.
All right. For me, I won't comment much, but I'll just do a follow-up question.